We are back. The Coast to Coast Racing League is here once again, and this time it is the fall season as we welcome you to live coverage of the Coast to Coast Racing League. Monday Night Madness for the Outlaws. We've got the Raiders, we've got the Rebels, and we've got the Renegades all in one. The season begins tonight at the Knoxville Raceway in Knoxville, Iowa. Of course, our first event of the night is the 360 Raiders in the C Division, and that is brought to you by our friends at Malcolm Mills Millwrighting. Good evening, friends. Marty Sakala here with you. Well, we are back for another fall season of Coast to Coast Racing League action here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. We had incredible racing throughout the three divisions last season, back in the summer, and after the week off, Coast to Coast Racing League is back. So stay tuned for the next 3 hours. Sit back, relax, and enjoy some of your favorite iRacing 360 sprint car drivers that race in North America. As we get ready to begin the new week one in iRacing, let's talk about some of the changes we have made to the fall season and some of the highlights. It is the 10th season of the Coast to Coast Racing League since inception, and a bunch of announcements have been made by Roger Craig and Preston Cranmer within the last week. The Coast to Coast Speed Shop open for business for the fall season, featuring lots of great items from shirts, hats, stickers, mugs, and a whole lot more. And will also feature items from many of our partners: Dylan Westbrook Racing, the Empire Super Sprints, the Super Dirt Car Series, Epsilon Sprint Wraps, A&J Custom Creations, Cool Ray Heating and Cooling, Icon Sim Sports, and SBGC 3D Printing. Bunch of session changes as well to the Coast to Coast Racing League. All dirt session warm-ups before feature events will be reduced to 3 minutes from the current 5 minutes. The restarts have been changed. We'll be switching from restarts from single/double file back to single/double file. Maintain in the 360 sprint cars, it is all single file. This will require all drivers to pass the same lap traffic as the leaders. It will also allow drivers a lap down an opportunity to work their way through the pack instead of continually being sent to the back and having to pass all the same cars over again. All dirt sessions officially opening at Q2 and qualifying starting in just 5 minutes from now. That is at 8:10. 12 instant points in a feature will get you disqualified. Also, on the Pitside podcast, a new penalty point system has been announced for the fall. Repeat offenders will be suspended for a week based on the following criteria. A heat EOL will dock 2 points, feature EOL 3 points. Once the driver accumulates the following points, 8 weeks is a week division suspension, and all divisions is 12 points, a week suspension in all divisions. The first 2 weeks of this season will be at instant friendly tracks, Knoxville, Charlotte, to help drivers establish a lower IL early in the season. Couple of changes as well to the Outlaws. There is a new division, which is the Wrestlers C Division, that will be on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. Fixed 360s. We have a total of 74 drivers on the entry list for Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. The IL limit has to be under 275. And of course, we always begin Monday Night Madness with the Raiders C Division under 250, Rebels B under 225, and the Renegades A under 200. All broadcasts will be on the Coast to Coast Racing Network this season. We'd like to welcome for our Thursday night Thunder coverage Rudy Cummings and Max Speed TV to our broadcast crew. Slide Job Racing Network with yours truly will be here on Monday night still. Joe White and OSRN will be here on Wednesdays for Hometown Heroes. So we are just a couple of minutes away from qualifying. Let's break down how the Knoxville Raceway is. Just over a half mile long. Pit road speed at 30 miles an hour. Seating capacity good for over 24,000. The sprint car capital of the world. What a way to begin week number 1. 8 degrees in the turns, 4 degrees on the straights. This is a track where you can go wide open pretty much here at Knoxville Raceway, but as the track starts to rubber in, you will be changing lanes from the low groove all the way up to the high side, home of the Knoxville Nationals, where Kyle Larson got the job done just about a month ago. So again, week 1 of Monday Night Madness. Marty Sakala here with you for the Coast to Coast Racing League on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. If you're looking for other racers that enjoy racing without all the drama and name calling of normal iRacing, come out and join the Cool Ray Coast to Coast Racing League. We have 16 divisions that race 7 days a week and currently broadcast 8 divisions. Members know that they are a part of something bigger than just the on-track experience. Go to www.c2cro.com and click on Apply to join in the action. The cars are virtual and the racing is real. So we're just under 2 minutes away from qualifying. Currently, our entry list consists of 20 drivers. Of course, a couple of names you may see here are Gabe and Daniel Blau, who are main contenders in the Raiders division last season. Now our champions from the 2021 summer season for the Raiders went to Jamie McCarron, who has moved up to the Rebels Speed division. Our Rebels champion was Lane Snook, and he has moved up to the A division for the Renegades, and our Renegades champion was Brandon Schultz. So qualifying about to begin, and qualifying brought to you by the Pitside Podcast. Join Roger Craig and Preston Cranmer each week as they discuss the latest news and developments in the Coast to Coast Racing League, as well as other racing news in and out of iRacing. First driver taking to the track is the number 023. That is Chris Schaefer. We'll show you the timing tower on your screen as qualifying is underway. Schaefer putting his first lap up on the board. And Chris Forsyth in the 225 with a quick time of 15.938. But Doug Lester, 15.899. Now Brian Dickens the top with a 15.813, 15813 as he works down the back straightaway. Chris Schaefer now to the top, 15.816. Joe Canellas quick time, 15.732. Dickens up to second, 15.775. So Joe Canellas on top with a 15.732 off of turn 4. Second lap time across the line. Stays at a 15.73. Jesse Atkinson up to second quick at a 15.765. Gabe Blau, 8th. He's got a 15.929. Let's watch Craig Vaught in the 8.18 off of turn 4. And goes down to 15th quick. Austin Stern now in the 0.75, working on lap number 2. Currently 8th quick with a 15.879. Watch Daniel Blau here in just a moment. Austin Stern up to 6th quick. And now here's Daniel Blau in the 1.7, trying to rebound after a tough loss to the championship with his eye out, going over to 50. Blau is 7th quick, 15.852, 15852. Couple of drivers left in qualifying. We'll go to the 670 of Brandon Gutton. Brandon Gutton in the number 670. Lap run time for Gutton is 15th quick at a 16.363, 15363 for Brandon Gutton. Again, Knoxville Raceway, a track where you can definitely go wide open. Gutting up to 15th quick, 16.24. Let's go to Bob Curtis here as he works in the final seconds of qualifying, puts his second lap in time. Bob Curtis goes to 10th quick at a 15.901. Sean Bowers won't get time to complete his first lap. And with the quick time at a 15.732 is the driver of the 96, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Canellis. So we are all set to go for tonight. Heat race number 1 brought to you by the Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints. Celebrating over 37 years of exciting 360 sprint car action in the northeastern United States and Canada. Stars like Paulie Colagiovanni, Jason Barney, Chuck Habey, Matt Tanner, Billy Van Emmergen, and many more come to a dirt track near you. For more information, log on to EmpireSupersprints.com or visit our Facebook and Twitter pages. Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints, where the tradition of excitement guaranteed lives on. And a big congratulations to Jason Barney after the championship race reigned out in Weed Sport, the 2021 Empire Super Sprints champion. They will, though, be racing on Friday night at the Ransomville Speedway, so if you are living near the area, don't miss out on that. So here we go for heat race number 1. The front row is Bob Curtis and Daniel Blau. Row 2, Joe Halter, Joe Canellis. Row 3, Jack Hitt, Mason Hine. And row number 4, Sean Bowers. For those that are new to the Coast to Coast Racing League, here is how the event will go for tonight. A moment here real quick, having some technical difficulties. Here's how the event goes for all Monday Night Madness events. After qualifying, we do heats that range from about 3 to 5 heats, depending on how many competitors we have. Every heat race is 8 laps. Before we begin the heat races, the top 4 lineup will be inverted. The top 4 after 8 laps will transfer directly to the feature from each race. Then we will have a B main, a mandatory B main. So if we have a full field, it is extra practice. It's 10 laps, depending on how many we have. We'll transfer to the A main, but everyone will transfer from the B main in the Raiders class. We will then have a 3-minute warm-up. The A main between 20 to 30 laps. No black flag clears, no waiver rounds. There is 1 quick repair. Caution laps do not count, with the exception of the first lap in the feature. There will also be 2 overtime attempts if necessary. For the Rebels, 25 laps. For the Renegades, 30 laps. And again, new rule for the features this season. Is that it is single file maintained. No one will drop to the back if they are a lap down. Gives the lap cars an opportunity to fight. Lights are off. The pace truck. 1 lap to go until we go green flag racing. Driver to watch closely. That number 17, Daniel Blau. He had the championship in the bag, but his IL was a couple thousandths off, giving Jamie McCarran the championship. So Daniel Blau has to remain in the Raiders after not deciding to repair his IL to move up. Has to get an IL under 225 in order to transfer to the Rebels division. So here we go for the first heat race of the 2021 fall season. Let's get after it. Nice start from Joe Halter. Daniel Blau's 2nd spot. Jack Hitt his 3rd. Joe Canellis in 4th position. Going to be very tough to make passes early on here with how the track is, how fast it is. But when this track becomes slick, oh boy, this is a fun track on iRacing to be on. Daniel Blau in that chrome number 17, just a car length and a half behind the 220 of Joe Halter. Off of turn 4, we've got a couple of cars. It's like they had just had a rebound with the technical difficulties there. Halter lead by a car length and a half. In fact, Daniel Blau just set the fastest lap of this heat at a 15.77. Daniel Blau's right alongside him. Not even taking his foot off the throttle early on. That is how tacky the track is. No rubber coming in just yet. Blau trying to look on the inside of Halter for that race lead. Let's go back to fourth position. Good battle on between Jack Hitt and Sean Bowers. Joe Canellis has made his way up to third position as we are halfway home in heat race number 1. We'll see what happens to him. In these final few laps. Let's go back up to that battle for the lead. Joe Halter in the Air Force 220. Daniel Blau in the number 17. 2 laps to go in the first heat race of the season. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome those of you watching on Coast to Coast Racing Network. Let us know where you're from and who you are rooting for tonight in all the classes. White flag is out, 1 lap to go. Can Joe Halter win? He just ran the fastest lap of the race at a 15.72. Now Canellis just running a 15.7 flat. Off of turn 4, Daniel Blau can do nothing about it. Joe Halter will start from pole position tonight for the first race of the season for the Rebels. Excuse me, for the Raiders. Blau, Canellis, and Hitt will transfer directly to the A-Main. So now here we go to heat race number 2, brought to you by Icon Sim Sports. They aim to bring the sim racing community a one-of-a-kind fixed chassis experience like no other, while exemplifying extraordinary customer service to its patrons. Imagine having a sim racing chassis built specifically for you, a custom chassis engineered to accommodate you and your needs while replicating the look, feel, and design of a race car. Check them out at www.iconsimsports.com. Let's line them up this way for heat race number 2. Gabe Blau, Chris Forsyth in row 1. Chris Schaefer, Jesse Atkinson, that's row number 2. Derek Miller and John Rayner, row 3. And Nathan Aldrich starting from 7th spot. There is the field of 6 you see on your screen as we just wait for Aldrich. Aldrich, excuse me, is an A Renegade driver, so ignore his name on the starting lineup. He forgot to click on spectating or watch. Come on, drivers. You all know how to do that. It's simple on iRacing. I do it all the time, so I don't get DQ'd like you people. Just messing with them. So drivers have rolled off as we get ready for the second heat race of the night. Gabe Blau would probably be the driver you have to watch closely in the number 721 as he works with Daniel when it comes to the setups. Great week of action coming up for the Coast to Coast Racing League. Of course, we hope you enjoy week 13. Of course, Wednesday night, we've got the Hometown Heroes Hawkeye Challenge at Outdoor. Thursday Night Thunder with Max Speed TV welcoming them in. Racing at the Volusia Speedway Park. So here they come off of turn number 4 for the green flag in heat race number 2. Pace truck is in. Looking. Green flag. And a nice start there by Chris Schaefer using the low line. Chris Forsyth in a little bit of trouble, stuck in a battle for third position with Jesse Atkinson. Let's see what happens going into turn number 3. Atkinson puts the power on down, but same with Forsyth. It's a drag race off of turn number 4 at the stripe. Too close to call, but give it to Jesse Atkinson per live timing. Atkinson with the run down the inside, but here comes Chris Schaefer down low on Daniel Blau for the race lead. 2 by 2 with a stripe. That is Chris Schaefer leading lap 2. Schaefer goes to the race lead. Gabe Blau second. Jesse Atkinson, who just ran the fastest lap of the heat at a 15.93, up into third position. Now challenging to the inside. Your top four that transfer all in one single picture. Oh, there goes. Is that Schaefer? That was Schaefer who wheeled it up for a moment. Blau off the track for a moment on the high side. And they get together. They go around. Jesse Atkinson somehow goes to the lead. And now Chris Forsythe 0.3 of a second off. Gabe Blau somehow stays in third spot. And John Rayner Jr. now in fourth position. But he better be careful because Derek Miller on his rear end. 3 laps to go in the second heat race. Jesse Atkinson, by the way, just running the fastest lap of this heat of 15.91. Faster than by 0.03 of a second as the field is all scattered around. Chris Forsythe, the main competitor to Jesse Atkinson in this heat. This is for a second place starting spot in the feature tonight for the Raiders. There's the white flag, 1 lap to go. Behind them, it's a good battle for third between Blau and Rayner. Chris Forsythe, by the way, just ran the fastest lap of this heat at a 15.87. Off of turn 4, though, can't find a run on Atkinson. Jesse Atkinson takes heat race number 2 as the checkered flies. Forsythe, Blau, and Rayner transfer on directly to the feature. And this should be the final heat race for the Raiders coming on up. And we'll confirm here it is, brought to you by the Super Dirt Car Series, the Northeast Premier Series, showcasing the big block modified premier drivers. From Florida to Canada, the Super Dirt Car Series visits some of the most exciting dirt tracks in front of the biggest crowds. It's the ground-pounding, earth-shattering, window-rattling beasts of the Northeast, the Super Dirt Car Series, coming off of a 1 race weekend, supposed to be 2 at the Weed Sports Speedway for Cavalcade weekend. Matt Shepard taking the win on Saturday, closing in on the championship run Saturday night at Land of Legends for the Gerald Harris Memorial. I wish I could be going to that, Dean Reynolds. If you're watching live, I have a feeling you are. But unfortunately, work plans have taking me away from covering the race. So, field is rolling off down the back chute. Here's how we line things up. Brad Wright and Doug Lester, row 1. Austin Stern and Brian Dickens, that's row number 2. Brandon Gutton and Craig Vaught in row 3. Austin Stern starting from the 3rd position, in my opinion, someone you may want to watch out for very closely. He was fast in the Raiders ever since joining, and he could be a possible chance at a championship contender this season. Top 4 inverted before the green. We will transfer the top 4 at the checkers directly to the A main. Everyone else will have to go through to the B main. And there is Dino. Dino just sent me a message saying he is watching. And yes, Dean, we will see you in just a moment in the Rebels division. So here goes Brad Wright off of turn 4, ready to bring things down for the green flag. Fired a little early before the green lights came on. So it's interesting to see what race control deems that situation. But Austin Stern inside on Doug Lester for 2nd spot. He takes it away. Brian Dickens looks for 3rd on Lester, but Lester shuts the door downstairs. Brad Wright leading lap number 1, but here comes Lester underneath Stern for P2 on the racetrack. Dickens nearly clipping that berm in turn number 1. Lester inside on Stern for P2. As they're side by side, Lester leads by just about a rear wheel. Now Lester almost thought about pushing the slide job on Stern. Decides not to do it, races him more respectfully. You see the low line starting to rubber in just a little bit. Lester got a little wiggly in the center of 3 and 4. Now here comes Dickens down to the inside for P3. As the cushion is developing up on the outside, and a lot more drivers starting to run it up top near the chocolate chips. Lester takes a peek down low, can't do anything about it. Halfway home in heat race number 3. Austin Stern running in second spot. Brad Wright still the race leader. 3 laps to go in heat race number 3. Austin Stern, though, is there. Took a peek down to the outside. You can't go there just yet. And it's going to be very tough to make a move down low in this heat. Half a car length separate first and second. Brian Dickens entering this battle as well. There goes Dickens inside. Sends it in, doesn't work. 2 laps to go in the heat. Battle for what could be the 3rd starting spot in the feature as Dickens and Stern nearly come to blows. Wright tries to slam the door on Stern, but Stern's there to the inside. 1 lap to go in heat race number 3. Who's going to get the power down the most? Look at Brian Dickens. Does he go 3 wide? He's got no room. Austin Stern to the lead off turn 4, and he's going to get the win in the heat. Woo! Now that's a fun heat race there. Brad Wright, Brian Dickens, Doug Lester transfer in. Nice way for heat 3 to come to a close. And now we go right into the B main. The B main brought to you by SBGC 3D Printing. Involved in 3D printing since 2016, committed to making this cutting-edge technology accessible for anyone who has an idea that needs to be manufactured. Using a 3D CAD program, they'll work with you to create your invention or creative project. Check them out online at sbgc3d.com. Here's how we line them up for heat race number, what could be the 4th heat race, but actually the B main. Sean Bowers, Derek Miller in row number 1. Craig Vaught, Mason Hine in row 2. Chris Schaefer, Brandon Gutton in row number 3. Bob Curtis starting from the 7th position. As the field rolls off for their 2 pace laps, again, all the drivers will transfer to the A main. 19 drivers will compete in the Raiders feature tonight. Like to welcome Team Kron as he just sent us recently a follow on Twitch at twitch.tv/Marty Sakala. Yes, we do have a second stream going on my Twitch page, so make sure you go check that out. Broadcasting Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Monday night with the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Wednesday nights, it's National Sim Racing League, Next Gen Racing. And then Thursday nights, it is the Powerhouse Racing League with the Xfinity Series cars. All races are Wednesdays and Thursdays starting at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time. So down the back chute as we get ready to go green for the B main. Again, no drivers will be going home. This will just set up nearly the back half of the field as the iRacing pace truck pulls into pit road. And we are green. Bowers gets a nice start and puts a slide job up on Miller. And Mason Hine up in the wall early on. Field really scattered, and it's just lap number 1. Everyone's staying single file, just being patient. They don't want to mess around, get too many instant points. I know guys like Chris Schaefer in that 0-2-3 taking no prisoners, as he knows he has a fast car tonight at Knoxville. Has to be careful, though, as he's accumulated a couple of instant points early on tonight. So Sean Bowers leading lap number 2, just had the fastest lap of the race at a 16.25. It's pulled away to over a 1-second lead on Derek Miller. Chris Schaefer back in 3rd position, Mason Hine 4th, Bob Curtis is 5th, Craig Vaught 6th, and Brandon Griffin is in 7th spot. Now a battle for 2nd. Schaefer underneath on Miller, so the low line still working in just a little bit as he clears and now runs the middle groove in 1 and 2. Will be very interesting to see how the track looks in after warm-ups. Obviously, we will be going to a commercial break after the B main, and then you'll see how the track looks. We'll definitely slicken up, low and high all around, that there really won't be that much of a cushion remaining. There's Mason Hine in the number 39 in a close battle with Derek Miller for third. See, there's from the rear end camera of Derek Miller. On board as well with Mason Hine as he runs a lower line. Show you how much the speed has changed. Folks at home, just about 124 miles an hour, even on the Rubberton low line. Oh, you see there? He had to back off the throttle because the sprint car was about to go around. And Miller just lost it a little bit in 3 and 4. 2 laps go by the way. Sean Bowers running the quickest lap at a 16.09. Gap is increased up to 2 seconds on Chris Schaefer as we're under the white flag. 1 lap to go in the B main. For the 13th starting spot in the Raiders season opener at Knoxville Raceway, off of turn number 4, Bowers takes the B main victory. Schaefer takes second, Derek Miller third, and just over Mason Hine. Bob Curtis fifth, Greg Vaught sixth, and here comes Brandon Gutton to finish in 7th position. So that will do it. Coming up next, the warm-up, but first we're going to take a break. We will be right back on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Field just finishing up on the second half of their warm-ups. We welcome you back to the Knoxville Raceway with Coast2Coast Racing League. While we're at it, let's mention to subscribe to the Coast2Coast Racing Network on YouTube and to catch all of the Coast2Coast Racing League action. Obviously tonight from 7 to 10 is Monday Night Madness. Welcome Home Wednesdays feature the Hometown Heroes with Joe White and OSRN. Hometown Heroes, by the way, this season taking place at the Eldora Speedway. And then also Max Speed TV presenting to you Thursday Night Thunder with Fix 358/big blocks, and pro late models. So we get things set to go here. First feature about to begin, but first, your starting lineup. Here's how the field of 19 look. On the front row, it is Joe Halter in the number 220 and Jesse Atkinson next to him. Row number 2 in the 075, it is Austin Stern and Daniel Blau in the 17. Row number 3, Chris Forsyth and Brad Wright. Row 4, Joe Canellis and Gabe Blau. Rounding out the top 10, Brian Dickens and Jack Hitt. John Rayner and Doug Lester make up row number 6. So we give you the rest of the starting lineup. Sean Bowers, Chris Schaefer, Derek Miller, Mason Hine, Bob Curtis, Craig Vaught, and Brandon Gutton. And that is how the field will look. So again, 20 laps. The first feature of the night for the Raiders. Caution laps will not count with the exception of lap number 1. Do not forget about the rule changes. Single file maintain, which means if a car does get lapped, they will not have to drop to the back. They will stay where they are behind the leader. And will give drivers that are a lap down an opportunity to work through their way through the pack instead of continually being sent. 1 lap to green. It's a new season of the Coast2Coast Racing League. And who will begin their career as a Coast2Coast legend in a 360 winged sprint car as they go down the back chute. An incredible place to begin the season, week 1 at the sprint car capital of the world, the Knoxville Raceway. Joe Halter, Jesse Atkinson will bring the field to green. The pace truck is in. The field is looking. First feature of the night is green. And they're 4 wide in turn 1. Very close call with Austin Stern and Daniel Blau. Stern up to 3rd spot and now 3 wide by Forsyth as the low line is definitely rubbered in big time. 3 wide still at the line with Austin Stern in 3rd spot. Jesse Atkinson is in 2nd. Joe Halter maintaining the race lead. Yellow lights are on. And it's for Brandon Gutton in the number 670. We did complete lap number 1, so caution laps will not count. So we go to the Malcolm's Mills mill reading replay for the first time this season and show you what happened to Gutton. Based in Oakland, Ontario, Malcolm's is a full-service mill writing contractor featuring custom welding. Brian Dickens got into him, and the car goes up on 2 wheels. Let's see if we've got another angle for that to show you, and we do. Got up into the chocolate chips, but that didn't really have anything to do with it. It just flipped Dickens, and up on 2 wheels he goes, but luckily for him, keeps the car straight. So he brings it in to pit road, and this will be our first quick repair of the season. You're right on board with the race leader, Joe Halter. So now we won't really see the new restart rule come into play just yet, but again, single file maintain. Last season was single file back, now it's single file maintain. Lights are off the pace truck, 1 lap to go until we get the green flag. We'll put 3 laps on the board. This time by Joe Halter, the leader. Jesse Atkinson is in 2nd. Austin Stern 3rd. Daniel Blau 4th. Chris Forsyth 5th. Brad Wright 6th. Gabe Blau 7th. Jack Hitt 8th. Joe Canellis 9th. Doug Lester 10th. Derek Miller 11th. Sean Bowers 12th. Chris Schaefer 13th, Bob Curtis 14th, Mason Hine 15th, Brian Dickens 16th, John Rayner 17th, Craig Vaught 18th, Brandon Gutton is 19th. When the pace truck pulls into pit road, Joe Halter will have the right to fire first. And there he goes. We're back to green. Not an aggressive restart as we saw on the start, as Austin Stern trying to close in on the rear of Jesse Atkinson for second spot. Chris Forsythe trying to look on the high side behind Daniel Blau for P4. And he clipped the wall there, did a wheelie down the front chute. And now Daniel Blau trying inside on Austin Stern for third position on the track. Doesn't even work either. Leaders are all using the outside. Daniel Blau tried the low line now. The crossover off of turn 4. Stern remained in third position. A good diamond by Austin Stern in turns 3 and 4. Avoids going up into the marbles. And now the battle for the lead heating up between Jesse Atkinson and Joe Halter. 5 laps are in. Atkinson all over the rear. Nice line for Atkinson in turns 1 and 2. Can he get this set up to go down to the inside? He goes to the outside. Halter plays defense in turns 3 and 4. Still Halter leading just by about the same margin. Atkinson trying to pressure Halter into making a mistake. Atkinson goes lower on the exit compared to Halter. Let's see what happens in turns 3 and 4. Halter again plays defense, but Atkinson's going to get the run off of turn 4, being in the slick stuff. It was still Halter at the start-finish line. Big slide job on Atkinson. Oh, they touch! Nice save by Atkinson, but Stern's the one that's got to try and save it via contact, and that's going to cost him like 3 spots. And the yellow flag is out. And we just had one turned around, and that was Derek Miller, who is in the pits. Wow. I'm glad we can take a breather after what we just saw with Austin Stern, Jesse Atkinson. It's in turn number 4, I believe. And him and Dickens get together. A lot of netco down to the inside. And around goes the 38. That was probably the most netco I've ever seen in a Coast2Coast Racing League event. So there's Derek Miller, second yellow flag of the evening for the Raiders class. Don't forget, coming up at 8:10, we'll have qualifying for the Rebels. Rebels, by the way, now brought to you by the Empire Super Sprints. Tonight's feature brought to you by Malcolm's Mills Millwrighting. We hope you're enjoying the first race so far. Obviously, this has been an intense one. Joe Halter just trying to slide job on Jesse Atkinson. There was some contact. Atkinson saved it, but luckily needed help from Austin Stern. That yellow was definitely what Austin Stern needed, because he was about to fall back like 2 or 3 spots to a situation where he likely would not have had a chance to win it, and the yellow came just before Halter crossed the start-finish line, so he maintains third position. So Halter leads. Atkinson second, Austin Stern third, Daniel Blau fourth, Chris Forsythe fifth, Brad Wright sixth, Gabe Blau seventh, Jack Hitt eighth, Jack Canellis is ninth, Joe Canellis is ninth, and Doug Lester 10th. Halter fires. We're back to green. Atkinson does not get a better restart compared to the 220. And look at Daniel Blau on the inside of Austin Stern. They nearly touch. Stern's got to be careful on the exit. Nearly clips the wall. We got one loose. That's Brad Wright in the 270. Now Atkinson trying again. Sets it up down to the inside. Possible slide job from Jesse Atkinson. He's got the lead at turn 2, but can't clear Joe Halter. Lap car ahead of them. That's Derek Miller. Does Miller get out of harm's way? Oh my, Austin Stern in the battle of this. Stern with a daredevil move to make this a 3-car battle for the race lead. Cross flags went up last time. 10 down, 10 to go. 3 cars all under a blanket in one picture. Nose to tail. Atkinson to the inside. Major slide job by the 127, and he goes to the lead. Halter, oh! They get together, but the yellow's out. Yellow lights come on, and that got very close to being nasty, and they just got saved by the yellow. And it's Brandon Gutton once again. See what happened to the driver out of Canada. Flipped the wall and came down, and up on his side he goes. Looks like he's breakdancing. So as we are back under yellow, Joe Halter this time just got saved because Atkinson made the pass, but not before they got to the start-finish line. The Icon Sim Sports 220 driver. Getting lucky. He wants all these yellows to keep on going. Going green this time by. So let's reset the field. Halter leads. Atkinson second, Stern third, Blau fourth, Forsyth fifth, Breadwright sixth, Jack Hitt seventh, Gabe Blau eighth, Joe Canellis ninth, and Chris Schaefer is 10th. When the pace truck pulls in, Halter again gets to fire first with 8 laps to go. And Jesse Atkinson had a good fire, and he's trying the inside immediately for the race lead. Halter holding serve, entering turn number 3, but Atkinson pulls the gap down to within a car length. Austin Stern right behind in third. Daniel Blau is in fourth. 7 to go. And look at Daniel Blau inside on Austin Stern. This is a 4-car man show for the top spot. Austin Stern giving a little bump to Jesse Atkinson, saying, hey man, come on, let's go to work. Atkinson tries the inside. Halter slams the door on him. Atkinson sees, oh, the leader's to the wall. Halter just scraped the wall. Atkinson inside, and Daniel Blau in trouble off the pace. Falls back to about 7th or 8th position. The lap counts, though, as we continue the battle for the race lead. Jesse Atkinson on the outside. Goes to the point. Halter tries the slide job. Doesn't work. Jesse Atkinson. Can he get the lead of the line? Yes, he does. New leader with 4 laps to go. Halter not giving up, but how about Chris Forsyth into the battle? He wants 3rd spot from Austin Stern and takes it. Halter not out of it yet. It's his turn, though, to hang on. Just about 3-4 car lengths back to Jesse Atkinson. Now he's in the battle with Forsyth with 3 to go. Yellow lights are on again. And that was not what you wanted if you're Jesse Atkinson. Chris Schaefer in the 023 has blown the engine. And that, friends, means a quick repair. Makes some contact, a lot of contact, and up on his side he goes. He had to have taken another hit right there. Flipped wildly. That was Doug Lester, I believe, that got into him in the 44. That caused all of that, and it was. So Schaefer using this quick repair to get his car back on track. So this will be a 2-lap shootout. Not an attempt at a green-white checker, though, as we are still considered to be in regulation. Does Jesse Atkinson have the best chance to win it all? How about Joe Halter in that number 220? Does he find a way to bounce back? Chris Forsyth, who has been quiet in this feature race, but is this track suit to his liking? How about Austin Stern in 4th position? Let's see if he can rebound. By the way, currently your A&J Customs hard charger is Doug Lester, up 4 spots. This will reset. We'll just officially confirm. Excuse me, he is up 3 spots. The Custom Creations hard charger is Jack Hitt from 10th to 6th. 2-lap shootout to determine who wins this. Jesse Atkinson, Joe Halter, Chris Forsyth, Austin Stern, Brad Wright, the top 5. There's the pace truck. Into the pits. Atkinson firing later, and we go back to green. And Stern inside on Forsyth for 3rd, and Halter was caught sleeping. Forsyth makes the pass stick. He is up to P. Up to go for Jesse Atkinson in the number 127. Half a lap away. First feature win of the season in the fall to Jesse Atkinson of the Coast to Coast Racing League. Raiders takes it at Knoxville. Halter 2nd, Forsyth 3rd, Stern 4th, and Brad Wright 5th. Started from the 2nd position. And all he needed was to get by Joe Halter. And he did that right. The official A&J Custom Creations hard charger of the race will go to Jack Hitt. The top 3 will pose for a ceremonial photo. Great race overall, and we will get your top 3 in here in just a little bit. Again, 8:10, we will have qualifying for the Rebels here in just a moment. I know practice is already open for the official Rebels drivers that are taking part in tonight. And again, we are still waiting for Atkinson, Halter, and Forsyth. Atkinson's in the waiting room. Not going to get him just yet. We've got Halter, and we're just waiting for Forsyth, and then we can officially begin. No sign of Forsyth just yet, so we're going to bring our 2nd place finisher into the room first, if case Forsyth's in. Forsyth actually just came in, so Joe, we will move you back into the waiting room here. Start things off with our 3rd place finisher, Chris Forsyth. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, you got it, man. Perfect.
All right, awesome. Chris, 3rd place finish. You were quiet in the entire A-main until you made your move on Austin Stern starting in those final laps. How'd that work out for you?
Man, I'm honestly just trying to figure out this car and the new tires they got going on. So it's a learning curve for sure. Just getting more wheel time is a good thing, though.
Absolutely. I know it's just week 1, but will we be seeing you in the B division tonight, and what are you expecting in that?
Well, as you see from my paint job, I am a Raider fan, and I'll probably pass on moving up just so I can watch my game. First game of the season, man.
Don't blame you. Don't blame you, man. Who you want to give shout-outs to tonight?
I got my teammates at Wide Open Motorsports, BB7 setups for their awesome setups. They did some quick work on turning around, getting me a good car for tonight. And shoot, I'm gonna get screwed up because we got some new ones. GMR Giddings Mobile Repair, and Stevenson's Family Performance.
Well, nice job tonight, Chris.
Thank you.
So Chris Forsyth, your 2nd place finisher. Let's go over to our 2nd place finisher. Bring him on in. That is Joe Halter. Joe, you had a really fast car, but I gotta ask, was it that hitting the wall in turn 2 that cost you just a little bit?
Man, Marty, hey, thanks for the broadcast first off. Yeah, man, that was so much fun. I'm typically a late model driver and just decided to switch over to sprint cars, and that's about as much fun as I've had in a long time. I don't think I could have held them off whether I hit the wall or not. Those guys behind me were super fast.
Well, hey, you had an awesome run tonight. Will we be seeing you in the next race?
No, unfortunately, I got to admin the next race. So as soon as I dodge out of here, I'll be admitting the next race.
I got you. Who you want to give shout-outs to?
Icon Sim Sports for putting me in an awesome rig and a Bruzy USA racewear. Super supporters of Icon, and of course my wife for letting me do this crazy thing.
Well, nice run tonight, man.
Thanks, Marty, and thank you for the broadcast.
Appreciate it as always. All righty. It is now time to go to Cool Ray Victory Lane. We're about to talk to a happy man, that being Jesse Atkinson. Jesse, that was a fast car tonight, man.
Oh, yeah, came out here last season. We won out here in the City Open at Knoxville, and we came out here and did it again. Have a great setup in the car, and just all around, just fun racing. A few bumps here and there, but it's all just racing.
Talk about making that pass on Halter. He was tough, and you had some opportunities to make the pass work, but then you would get a couple of yellows. You'd have to try again.
Yeah, it happened twice. I would get by him, and then the caution would come out, and it's just a disappointment. And he tagged the wall at one time. It kind of scared me a little bit, but I chucked my wheel to the left and got by him. I knew that was my opportunity to hopefully have a shot at winning the race, and here I am.
Will we be seeing you in the next race?
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
All right. Who you want to give shout-outs to?
Gotta shout out my sponsors, For Cloak Media, Atkinson Designs, Ager Esports, and gotta thank you guys for broadcasting it, and gotta thank Coast2Coast Racing for putting on these amazing races. I just have a blast racing with you guys.
Well, awesome run tonight, man, and good luck in the next one.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Jesse Atkinson takes home the win. Let's pull up the official results from tonight. And there they are. Atkinson, Halter, Forsyth, Stern, Wright, Blau, hit. Daniel Blau to be exact. Hit Gabe Blau. Lester Dickens, that is your top 10. The 19th place finisher was Brandon Gutton. So we will step aside and get ready for the Rebels. And when we come back, we will introduce them to you. So stay with us here on the Coast2Coast Racing Network.
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, you want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any Cool-Ray, Brightbox, or Mr. Plumber service.
GeForce TV delivers the excitement of short track racing to places it has never seen before. With dynamic production elements and state-of-the-art technology, GeForce TV proves what the racing community already knew. Race fans are plentiful and they are hungry for excitement. Last year, GeForce TV streamed over 250,000 hours of intense racing action for fans all around the world. Nearly 750,000 fans viewed our streams and on-demand videos. By the end of the racing season, our subscriptions rose more than 400%. What does all this mean for you and your business? Motorsports marketing in Canada has never produced such amazing and measurable results. Cashing in on the benefit of motorsports marketing is easier than it's ever been. Work with a team, work with a speedway, work with a series, or join the excitement directly with us at GeForce TV. We are excited to see you all back at the races. But until then, see it all on GeForce TV. Subscribe today for free at GeForceTV.net.
And for those who are just joining us, good evening, everyone, and we are back with the Coast to Coast Racing League. It's now time for our B Division Coast to Coast Racing League Rebels, presented by the good friends at the Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints. The track is drivers are currently in their drivers' meeting, and the track is currently set to go racing. And as you can see as well, look how rubbered the track has become. We show you here from our aerial pictures on our screen from drivers who are currently running. Low line has started to rubber in just a tad well on your screen. So again, we get set for our B Division Rebels class. For those wondering, by the way, the defending champion of the Raiders that moved up into the Rebels, Janie McCarran, is not set to race with us tonight as of right now on the entry list. Top 10 drivers from the Rebels, or from the Raiders division, are able to race for the Rebels. Will not really affect their I rating that much. Those drivers, by the way, Jesse Atkinson and He said he was planning on racing with us, but his name is not in here. Joe Halter will not be racing, neither will Chris Forsyth. Austin Stern not racing, neither Brad Wright. Jack Hitt's name I don't see either. Gabe Blau I thought I saw, who I believe will be eligible to race. And Doug Lester, Brian Dickens not racing either. I'd like to thank one of our official sponsors of the Coast to Coast Racing League, and that is Cool Ray's Mr. Plummer. Mr. Plummer has been serving the Atlanta metro area for decades, and they bring that experience to every job they do. Mr. Plummer is Atlanta's most trusted name in plumbing and drain services. Regardless of your plumbing issue, their dedicated staff can get the job done right the first time. So I believe, as of right now, we will have a 24-car field for tonight, if not 23. So that's good to see that we will have a full field for tonight's action. And there you see it. The historic Knoxville Raceway, the sprint car capital of the world. And we should be finished up here with practice, and we are. So we are just about set for qualifying, brought to you by the Pitside Podcast. We will get the first driver here that takes off for qualifying. And here we go. So first driver we will watch. So first driver we'll watch here is Brad Wright. As he comes off of turn number 4. Brad Wright in the number 270. Fifth place finish for Wright in the Raiders division at Knoxville as he puts his first lap up on the board. Lance Ripka starting things off right on the quick times. 15.812 for the driver of the 125. Brandon Dittmer second, 15.846. Nicholas Fickery third quick at a 15.877. Ripka's second lap is not quicker, but let's go to Dittmer. Can he get faster than 8:46? He cannot, but Jack Clevenger to the top with a 15.703 alongside Joe Backus. Let's watch Backus here off of turn number 4 if he can go faster on lap number 2. And he cannot. Dittmer ending up fourth quick. Beagle 7th quick. Mike Cranmer ending up 12th quick with a 16.001. Let's go to Matt Ramsey in the number 45 with 16.595. 16th quick on lap 1. Lap 2, 4th quick for Matt Ramsey at a 15.84 even. Dylan Shreves up to second quick at a 15.744. 15744. Nicholas Shell, 17th quickest at a 16.236. A minute to go in qualifying. Bob Everson, lap 1 time. 15th quick. He is at a 16.027. 16027 for the driver of the 008. Off of turn 4. Second lap time for Bob Everson. Doesn't improve. It does not. Lap 2 was a 16.07. So I'm just looking at the drivers here for qualifying. I believe we will have just about 22 or 23 drivers. Kyle Goldner will not get to his first lap in time. not going to work. And ladies and gentlemen, with a quick time of 15.703, the driver of the number 78, Jack Clevenger, ladies and gentlemen. So we get set to go for heat races. The first heat race brought to you by the Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints. And here's how we line things up. Row 1, it is Rory Collins and Nicholas Vickray. Row 2, Lance Ripka and Jack Clevenger. Row 3, Brad Wright and Jeffrey Kemper. And row 4, Jeff Hayworth and Stephen Goldner. And again, ladies and gentlemen, for those wondering how the system works here for heat races, we invert the top 4 of the heats before they take the green flag, and the top 4 after the checkered flags will transfer directly into the field for the feature. Winner of heat race number 1 starting on pole position. Let us know in chat who you're rooting for and where you are rooting from. Lights are out, 1 lap to go until we get the green flag. Stephen Goldner not racing as he can only race in the A division. Your driver to watch out for, of course, would be Jack Clevenger, but watch closely at the guy starting in second. That is Nicholas Vickray in the 00. A couple weeks ago, swept the Brody Swim charity event with the late models and the 305 sprints. He could be a threat tonight. Again, caution free for all of the heats as we get ready to go green flag racing. Pace truck is in. And let's go. Vickray trying to get the early lead off of Rory Collins, side by side off of turn number 2 as the track is very tacky on in. Vickray still with the sleight of hand of the rear row. Oh, they get together! Vickray loses it in turn 3. How does he save it? I have no idea. But Vickray falls back to 6th position. Brad Wright with the final transfer spot in 4th. The battle for 2nd, meanwhile, is on between Clevenger and Ripka. We'll watch Vickray closely. Clevenger inside on Ripka for 2nd spot. Just ran the fastest lap at a 15.81. Faster by nearly a 10th compared to any other driver in the field. So Clevenger up there in P2. Now does he try to look on Rory Collins yet for the race lead? Or does he go ASAP? Even still making the pass, ran a faster lap, just clipped the berm there with the left front Hoosier. Vickray, by the way, for those wondering, made his way up to 5th position, but still half a straight behind on Brad Wright. We'll watch him closely. Oh, Collins got the berm oh no, he got Clevenger into the opening. Holy moly. Wow! This racing is getting aggressive early on. It's just the first heat race. So Lance Ripka, after all of that, goes to the lead. Brad Wright to 2nd. Nicholas Vickray has the Lucky Charm cereal that he ate for breakfast, currently in 3rd. And Jeffrey Kemper is in 4th. White flag waving, 1 lap to go. Ripka, by the way, just ripped the fastest lap of the race at a 15.79, 200th quicker than Jack Clevenger. As the checkers are out, Ripka, Brad Wright, Vickray, and Kemper, your top 4. Wow, can you believe what we just saw in the first heat race of the night? I can't. So we get ready to go for heat race number 2, brought to you by Icon Sim Sports. Here's how the lineup goes. It's Bob Light and Gabe Blau. That's row 1. Matt Ramsey, Dylan Shreves, row 2. Mike Cranmer, Tyler Schultz in row number 3. And Kevin Fry and Kyle Goldner round out the field of 8. I don't know why this crowd at the gas station, why all the customers at that gas station are not at the virtual Knoxville Raceway. That doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, really? There's a nice race going on and you're going for gas over sitting down. I don't know, but how about this Knoxville Raceway as a whole? The scenery is just beautiful in iRacing. Not only do you get the racetrack, but you get the entire city of Knoxville. I think they even show how much gas costs in Knoxville. I don't know how much it costs, but I'm pretty sure it's expensive. But the virtual crowd ready to get into it. Again, top 4 directly transfer. Everyone else gets extra practice time in the B main. That is a tough break for Clevenger. And the driver that was leading at the time. That driver being Rory Collins. So here we go for the second heat race of the night. Pace truck makes the left-hand turn to pit road. Bob Light, Gabe Blau the front row. Driver to watch closely, likely being Gabe Blau. And here we go, heat 2, green. Matt Ramsey with a nice charge already up to the second position. Look at Kevin Fry already up to 4th. Couple cars around. One on its side. It's Dylan Shreves. Keeps it going. Wheeling it and dealing it. Mike Cranmer back to 7th spot. Bob Light, though, leading lap 1. Fry inside on Ramsey. Ramsey hopped up onto the outside and goes back to 3rd spot. Kevin Fry is on a mission. I want to say that Flying Fry, who now has the flying lap of the race at a 15.91, had a heat EOL. Because he is up to 2nd spot and was 300ths quicker than Bob Light. This lap, even faster, remains to be 300ths quicker to 15.79. Can he get up to Bob Light? I don't think we've seen in a while in Monday Night Madness a driver gain a heat EOL and moving his way up to the lead. The battle for 3rd, by the way, on between Matt Ramsey and Kyle Goldner. Goldner, I believe, also had a heat EOL as well, as he wants 3rd spot. Fry and Ramsey each up 5 spots now. Can you believe that? And the Flying Fry is going after Bob Light for the lead. 2 laps to go. Fry down to the inside. Lie up top, hugging the cushion. Fry tries to slide on up. Can he clear a light? Not yet, but he does now. Kevin Fry to the lead from 7th spot. Final lap underway, but I don't know if this battle is over officially just yet. Bob Light is not giving up on Kevin Fry. In 3 and 4, Light is out of it. Kevin Fry starts from 2nd and will be a huge contender to win tonight. Light, Goldner, and Ramsey are 2 through 4. One more heat to go, and that's brought to you by the Super Dirt Car Series. And speaking of the Super Dirt Car Series, the man in charge of the Super Dirt Car Series starts on pole for heat race number 3 and was just at the Knoxville Raceway a month ago. You know him as Dino, Dean Reynolds on the pole. Ryan Beagle next to him. Brandon Dittmer and Joe Backus in row number 2. Bob Evertson and Nicholas Schell, row 3. Carson Nicholson and Derek Miller in row number 4. So there you see Dino in the Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints number 790. He's been having a lot of fun in the Coast to Coast Racing League, but just imagine what he's thinking every time he gets spun in or gets caught up in an incident that's not even his fault. I always ask him it every time we see each other following a Coast to Coast Racing League event. Like, what the heck happened, man? And he has this funny rant. That's when we meet each other, whether it be a ESS race or a Super Dirt Car Series race, and definitely looking forward to seeing him next month at Super Dirt Week in Oswego, under a month away. They're putting the dirt in just a couple of days, turning the Steel Palace from asphalt to clay. And I can't wait to be back in to the Oswego Speedway in dirt. That was my first time at the Oswego Speedway, was Super Dirt Week. So Reynolds and Beagle will bring them to green for heat race number 3. Here we go. Nice start by Dean Reynolds. Brandon Dittmer up to second spot, but Joe Backus wants to make some moves. Tries to go for the 2-for-1 discount at its local grocery store on Dittmer and Beagle. Beagle defending well up on the outside as second spot. Dittmer third, but Backus backs out and stays back in the 4th position. Beagle closing in just a little bit on Dean Reynolds for the race lead. Dittmer wants the inside, though, for second spot. Nice battle going on for the top spot. For third, Backus still wants Dittmer. And now Beagle is there. He wants the race lead. Just ran the fastest lap at a 16:05 compared to Reynolds' 16:09. Dittmer and Backus still battling for third, all working with Brian Beagle to try and get by the man they call Dino. Why don't we call him the Dinosaurus Rex? Backus still trying everything but can't get that low groove to work. It's definitely rubbering in just a little bit. Cushion a lot thinner compared to how it was for the Raiders event. Cross flags are up, 4 down and 4 to go. Brandon Dittmer still trying that inside on Beagle for second spot. Still can't get anything done with it. The track is a little bit tacky as of right now, but it will get slicker and slicker throughout the way the Rebels event goes. Backus still trying the inside, wants third spot. First driver out is Nicholas Shell, right in 5th spot, ready to pounce in case 2 through 4 get into it. 2 laps to go in heat race number 3. Ooh, Backus a little bit wobbly in turns 1 and 2, allows Dittmer to defend on third spot, but they remain in the drag race in 3 and 4 for a while. Meanwhile, white flag is out, 1 lap to go for Dean Reynolds. As they continue to battle for third, Backus finally makes the pass stick on Dittmer. Dittmer crosses over on the exit of turn number 2. This is going to be a good battle here for third to the end. Off of turn 4, though, it is Dino. Dean Reynolds that starts from third position tonight. At the stripe, it's too close to call. We've got Dittmer by 100. Gaps at 8/1000ths of a second. They make it on in, though. Let's check officially the iRacing live timing from heat race number 3. The B-main coming up in just a moment. Oh, my goodness. Dittmer got Backus by 5/1000ths of a second. Wow, wow, wow. That was awesome. So we've got a C-main. Here, and honestly, to me, I don't know why we're having a C-main, because we got a couple of drivers that are supposed to be in the A division. I don't know, but we have 4 drivers taking part of this, and I believe they will all go in. We'll know come B-main time. And yes, they will all make it, so they're getting another session of extra practice. All drivers, by the way, should make the feature. So we're going to have a lot more fun for you here. And it's Bob Evertson, Rory Collins, row 1, Dylan Shreves, and Tyler Schultz in row number 2. So nice little shakedown for the cars coming up here. So this will be fun to watch. So what we are going to do actually with these 10 laps, we're going to get things set here with a little bit of 10,000 RPM just to make it up, as we've got to play it earlier for you tonight. So as we go 10 laps, we're going to go silent here and let you enjoy these 700 horsepower engines. We're at you for 10 laps. White flag is out for the B main. It really impresses me how the cars all have the wheels going off the ground. Really impresses me a lot. So we've got the B main here, brought to you by SBGC 3D Printing. And again, all drivers will make it in. We've had 12 drivers directly transfer into the feature from heats. So here is how we will line things up for the B main. Jeff Hayworth and Gabe Blau in row 1. Nicholas Schell and Jack Clevenger in row number 2. Mike Ranmer and Bob Evertson in row 3. Tyler Schultz, Dylan Shreves, row number 4. And Rory Collins starting from the 9th position. Again, all drivers transferring in directly to the A main. So the field comes out again. 10. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Coast to Coast Racing League. We apologize. We had some technical difficulties we had to take care of. And real quick, as we continue to have the warm-ups, we're going to listen on board here with Kyle Goldner, just to make sure we are still working. Welcome back to the Coast to Coast Racing League. We apologize. We had some technical difficulties we had to take. All right, so as we get set to go, let's show you the starting lineup. Lance Ripka, Kevin Fry in row 1, Dean Reynolds, Brad Wright, row 2, Bob Light, Ryan Beagle, row 3, Nicholas Vickeray, Kyle Goldner, row 4, Brandon Dittmer, Jeffrey Kemper, row 5, Matt Ramsey, Joe Backus in row number 6. Show you the rest of the field we've got. Jack Clevenger, Dylan Shreves, row 7, Gabe Blau, Nicholas Shell, row 8, Rory Collins, Jeff Hayworth, row 9, Mike Cranmer, Bob Evertson in row 10, Tyler Schultz starts in 21st position. Field gets set to go for our second feature of the night. White flag is out. 1 lap to go until we get the green flag. We may not be able to hear the engines here, so if you cannot, we apologize for that, but we will have green flag action here for you as we get ready to go for 25 laps. Lance Ripka and Kevin Fry make up the front row as we are about to go green flag racing for the second time tonight at the Knoxville Raceway. Pace truck pulls them into pit road. Looking. Bugle time! Nice start from Kevin Ripka. Lance Fry behind him. Oh, big wreck behind him. Way loose with 3 wide. They turn 3 full. Reynolds just getting shoved around like a rock. And around they go behind him. I believe Mike Cranmer was one of them. And it is Nicholas Schell who is up on his side. But you just knew things were going to get ugly. Give you the replay and show you what happened there. I'll show this to you real quick. This was just an accident waiting to happen. Shell just having nowhere to go, as that was Brandon Dimmer who suffered some suspension damage in that. Let's watch Tyler Schultz here. Just got turned around off of Mike Cranmer and upside down he goes. Oh man, look at the wild ride he had barrel rolling in turn 1. Wild way to begin. I don't even think we got lap 1 complete, and we did not, so the caution laps are counting here. Lights are still on the pace truck. One lap to green. So field will restart from where they started. So that gave Dean Reynolds a big break. Not sure if he's got any major damage on his machine. So let's reset the field for you. Ripka leads. Kevin Fry second. Dean Reynolds third. Brad Wright 4th, Bob Light 5th, Ryan Beagle 6th, Nicholas Fickery 7th, Kyle Goldner 8th, Jeffrey Kemper 9th, Matt Ramsey is 10th. Brandon Dittmer had to start from the rear due to his involvement in the accident. Here we go, back to green. Kevin Fry set it in instantly into turn 1. And is now trying to climb all over Lance Ripka for the race lead. Tries to look inside once again. Fry is just sending it in like I never thought I'd see it, but the yellow is back out. And Jack Clevenger, whose day goes from bad to worse, does not have a front end on that car. So caution laps will not count here. As we go to the Malcolm's replay to see what happened. Oh my goodness! Huge flip. It's one of the wildest rides I have seen in a Coast2Coast Racing League sprint car go. All right, folks, here we go. We're going to ride on board and show you what happened in slow motion. From another angle, actually. He was just, might as well be, that's Jeffrey Kemper that came up there. Oh my goodness, and just, we apologize if that makes you feel nauseous. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Luckily for Clevenger, he's got a quick repair that he can use. So with that said, we're going to try again. And we go back from the way they were at the start. Ripka leads, Kevin Fry second, Dean Reynolds third, Brad Wright fourth, Bob Light fifth, Ryan Beagle sixth, Nicholas Fickery seventh, Kyle Goldner eighth, Matt Ramsey ninth, Joe Backus is 10th. We go back to green. They stack them up from Dean Reynolds and Brad Wright on back. Watch Kevin Fry here closely on this restart. If he sends it in once again, tries the inside, he can't get the restart like Ripka did. Meanwhile, behind them, they are side by side with Fickery ahead of Beagle and Goldner. Ripka led the first green flag lap of the race, but here we go for the lead. Fry versus Ripka once again. Kevin Fry, who has had the fastest car all race. However, though, there it is, 1675 over a 1687. Fry's trying the bottom of the track, but can't get the pass to stick for the lead. Dean Reynolds currently in third and faces a battle on his hands from Brad Wright, but the yellow is back out. And we have got Gabe Blau in trouble up on his side in the number 721. It's in slow motion for you. Is there contact possibly from the 560 of Dylan Shreves? Ooh, Shreves got a little loose on the exit. I don't know how to... That's just a little bit of hard racing. And Gabe Blau ends up on his side. So yellow is back out. This is our third yellow of the race, and we have only completed 6 laps. And it will be 7 when we go back to green. Kevin Fry is just thinking, man, I know I got the fastest car here, but why can't we get any long runs? That is the real question. I'd like to welcome all of our viewers in. Again, if you're watching on Twitch, by the way, and this is the second stream, we apologize that we had technical difficulties earlier on. On YouTube, let us know who you're rooting for, where you're watching from, and apologize for the technical difficulties on there as well. Luckily, we were able to get the stream back up and going. Going green this time by. So we were able to get a couple of green flag laps in. Here's how the field looks. Ripka leads, Kevin Fry second, Dean Reynolds third, Brad Wright fourth, Bob Light fifth, Nicholas Fickery is 6th, Ryan Beagle is 7th, Kyle Goldner 8th, Matt Ramsey 9th, and Joe Backus is in 10th position. Ripka gets the right to fire first. He's a late firer, and there we go. Dean Reynolds trying to get a good restart with Kevin Fry, and he's going all the way up to the top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. Fry, though, in second, still wants to get a run on Ripka. His car is good anywhere, and he is just within about 5 car lengths. Meanwhile, the battle for third continues between Wright and Reynolds. On board with Brad Wright as they go down the back chute. Change for 5th, Kyle Goldner by Bob Light. That is a good battle behind them. Kyle Goldner working the inside line in the number 97. And Brad Wright's stuck in a stack up. And Wright, by the way, just ran the fastest lap of the race at a 16.7 even. However, though, Goldner is there. He just ran the 16.7. Big wreck behind him. Yellow is out. Joe Backus upside down. We got a couple of them involved. Let's look at the Malcolm's replay. Ooh, someone came down on him, Smoking Joe made a nice save, and up in the 17 he went. Ooh, that's a hard shot. Collected the 188 car of Jeff Hayworth. Let's watch Backus' onboard. That was either the 62 or the 45. And then comes Hayworth. And Hayworth, I believe, his nut has come to an end. We're going to watch Hayworth's onboard here, too. Had nowhere to go. He had absolutely nowhere to go. So, we've got 9 laps complete. And the practice, by the way, for this for the Renegades is about to begin. Just a heads up. Ripka leads, Kevin Fry second, Dean Reynolds third, Brad Wright fourth. The top 4 spots have remained unchanged. Kyle Goldner fifth, Bob Light is sixth, Nicholas Fickrey is seventh, Ryan Beagle eighth, Matt Ramsey ninth, and Rory Collins is 10th. 10 laps will go up on the board this time, 15 to go. Back to green and Kevin Fry is there. Fired at the right time with Lance Ripka. And Kyle Goldner by Brad Wright for 4th spot, using the inside line. He knows how to rock the inside line anywhere. And he wants Dean over 3rd. Can he get it? At the stripe, yes he can. Many battles happening. You got one for the lead, but Kevin Fry fell off the pace there for just a moment. Fry trying to get back in it, but here comes Kyle Goldner. Started from 8th position, he is up to 3rd. He's got one of the fastest laps of the race. I think it is the fastest lap of the race, actually, at a 16.7. Kevin Fry, though, still challenging Lance Ripka for the top shelf lead. Down the back chute. Gap is down to about 0.3 of a second. Will be 11 to go this time. Change for 4th. Bob Light on the inside of Dean Reynolds. Brad Wright from the restart has fallen back from 4th to 7th position. So Light gets the pass to stick for 4th spot. Now we go for the race lead. Kevin Fry again on Ripka. Tries to get the inside to work and send it in. That doesn't work at all. There is traffic ahead of them. And I believe that is Mike Cranmer. It is not. It's the 188 of Jeff Hayworth. So Fry's getting the advantage in the turns on the entries, but on the exit, it is Lance Ripka. Fry's got to keep that baby locked on the outside. The tacky corners were his best friend as he came from the back of the field due to what is believed to have been a heat EOL to the wind. Hayworth lets the field go by, and we've got 8 laps to go. Yellow lights are on, and that's not what Kevin Fry wanted. And Tyler Schultz is in it. That is a tough break. He was having a great run. Was inside the top 10. You see it got stacked up on the outside. Oh my goodness. That's Dittmer in the 83. And Schultz up on his side. So with just a couple of laps left, by the way, we will be seeing Schultz, by the way, officially out of the race. Show you where Hayworth is. There's Hayworth in the 188. As he makes his way up. I believe he just came down pit road. He did not actually. However, per the new rules, you should be starting near the front due to the maintain restarts. So we'll check with that in a moment, but what do you do here if you're Kevin Fry? He is coming oh so close to Lance Ripka. I don't know how Ripka's been able to hold on for 18 laps. Lights are out. 1 lap to green. We will have 7 laps to go. Can Ripka hold off Kevin Fry? Can Fry finally make the pass? Or can Kyle Gollner use the low line right next to the berm and possibly steal one? We're about to find out. With 7 to go, does Ripka fire differently? Kevin Fry up on his outside. And Ripka goes. Fry's trying to play a little gamesmanship here. And they both go immediately up to the outside. Now let's watch Kevin Fry's onboard here. Does he keep it up on the outside? He's still there with Lance Ripka. Yes, he does. Still remains there, but we know Kyle Gollner, he likes the low line, but it takes him about a lap or 2 to get into it. And Fry is right there in the battle for the lead with 6 to go. Down to about a half a car length. It turns 3 and 4. They're all changing positions all throughout the field, and the yellow is out, and it's for Brad Wright up on his roof. Again, not what you want if you're Kevin Fry. They were stacking up for positions. Watch Brad Wright. Comes down to Dean Reynolds, and there's Ramsey involved. Just with the way that car is so light, it's like a midget car can flip easily. So there will be four to go on this restart. Excuse me, 5 to go on this restart. Now what do you do here if you are Kevin Fry? If I'm Kevin Fry and we're at the last lap, I am sending it in. Even if it's sending it into turns 1 and 2, that's what I would do. Kyle Gollner, though, was not a factor at all on that restart. The low line was just not working. It's simply gone away. The only part you see on the low line is where the cold mud is, up on the berm. So again, the question remains, can Lance Ripka hold off Kevin Fry? We're going to ride on board with Kevin Fry for this restart. Again, pulls up to the outside, waiting for Ripka to go. And there he goes. Not really a good restart for Kevin Fry, and he's taking it on the inside. Let's watch closely in 3 and 4 how he does. Oh, he's signed it in 1 and 2. He's going for it, and here comes Kyle Gollner in to make a pass. For second spot, Kyle Gollner has put himself back in the hunt. 7/10 of a second, though, he is behind your leader, Ripka, as Bob Light and Nicholas Fickray go to work for 4th. 3 laps to go for the Rebels in the sprint car capital of the world at Knoxville Raceway. Ripka still trying to hold off Kevin Fry, but it's not over just yet. Fry continues to send it on in as Brad Wright lets the leaders go by. 2 to go for Ripka to win the season opener. Kevin Fry takes a peek underneath. It is not over yet. Kevin Fry is there. Down to just a 10th and a half. Kyle Gollner making in this battle as well. White flag, we're on the last lap. Kevin Fry may have just used up his stuff, but he's got one last shot at 3 and 4. Does he send it in? Yes, he does. Fry tries it. Huge slide job from Kevin Fry. Doesn't work off turn 4. Lance Ripka takes it. Kevin Fry knew he had to put a Hail Mary. But it does not work at all. Lance Ripka takes it home. Oh, man, a finish you love to see. A driver attempting the last lap pass, but can't get it done. Ripka, Kevin Fry, and Kyle Goldner, your top three, all posing for a podium shot. And we'll get them in shortly, and we're going to have to make this very quickly. We've got both of your top two in, and we are just waiting for Kyle Goldner. Real quick, your A&J Custom Creations hard charger went to Rory Collins, started from 17th, finished in the 8th position. And again, still waiting for Kyle to come in. If he's not in here within the next minute, we're going right to the top two. There's Kyle. So we've got Kyle Goldner. Kyle, I am going to make this quick. The low line for you. You were able to get to work a couple of spots, but what more did you need to get by Kevin Fry and Lance Ripka?
I honestly just needed some more speed. I was searching around there at the end, and I just didn't have enough, in all honesty.
All right, who you want to give shout-outs to real quick?
I'll give a shout-out to my brother. He really helped me with setups this week and whatnot. That's about it.
All right, appreciate it, Kyle.
Take care.
So Kyle Goldner, the third place finish. Let's go to Kevin Fry, your second place finisher. Kevin, you tried something, but that slide job wasn't enough. Were you just trying to set the pass up?
Yeah, I was playing with him a little bit and just trying to see if he was going to take the bait, and he never did. So I was like, well, this is my only other shot to make it stick, and he did good. He drove back underneath me and got the win. So that was a fun race with him, with Lance, and man, that was fun.
We got to make this quick, but who do you want to give shout-outs to?
I want to give out a shout-out to my team, the Firm Motorsports. Also, the guys at Dirty South helping me to spot and everything else that they do. I want to thank Sean Bowers as well for everything that he does with the team as well. Appreciate them guys, and thank you guys for putting us on.
All right, appreciate it, Kevin.
All right, thanks, guys.
So Kevin Fry, your second place finisher, and now we go to Cool Ray Victory Lane to talk with your winner. And Lance, we got to make this quick because we've got the Renegades feature coming on up, or the Renegades event. How were you able to defend Kevin Fry? Was it just right on the top side that helped you out, and all those cautions?
Yeah, I think having some of those cautions and being able to control the restart was key. I was able to get enough of a lead on him to get my line and be able to run it. So I think that's what helped out a lot. The top side was pretty quick. Bottom side was okay, but it was just too thin. So it was kind of in my opinion, a one lane race.
Real quick, we got to make this quick, but who do you want to give shout-outs to?
I want to give a shout out to the boys at the Spartan Racing, VMR Raps. You guys putting on this show, man. This was my first dirt win here at Coast to Coast, so pretty big deal for me.
All right, nice job tonight, Lance.
Thanks.
Lance Ripka takes the win. Lance Ripka, Kevin Fry, Kyle Goldner, Nicholas Fickeray, Bob Light, Dean Reynolds, Ryan Beagle, Rory Collins, Jack Clevenger, Nicholas Schell, your top 10 eligible to race with the Renegades. In just a few moments, we are going to go to a quick break, but when we come back, it will be Renegade time.
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, you want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any Cool Ray, Brightbox, or Mr. Plumber service.
G-Force TV delivers the excitement of short track racing to places it has never seen before. With dynamic production elements and state-of-the-art technology, G-Force TV proves what the racing community already knew. Race fans are plentiful and they are hungry for excitement. Last year, G-Force TV streamed over 250,000 hours of intense racing action for fans all around the world. Nearly 750,000 fans viewed our streams and on-demand videos. By the end of the racing season, our subscriptions rose more than 400%. What does all this mean for you and your business? Motorsports marketing in Canada has never produced such amazing and measurable results. Cashing in on the benefit of motorsports marketing is easier than it's ever been. Work with a team, work with a speedway, work with a series, or join the excitement directly with us at G-Force TV. We are excited to see you all back at the races. But until then, see it all on G-Force TV. Subscribe today for free at gforcetv.net.
Good evening, everyone, for those that have just joined us, and we welcome you back to the Coast to Coast Racing League. It is officially time for the Coast to Coast Racing Renegades, brought to you by the Coast to Coast Racing Network and Dylan Westbrook Racing. Marty Sakala here with you, getting set for the A Division. We just had a great race between Lance Ripka and Kevin Fry. Ripka getting the job done earlier tonight. It was Jesse Atkinson winning with the C Division Raiders. So again, stand by as qualifying should begin shortly. Right now on the entry list, we have got a lot of drivers that are set to go. Total of 29 are on the entry list for tonight. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, stand by as we should be getting qualifying set shortly. For those wondering, some drivers that came over from the B division tonight, those drivers include, but are not limited to. So I'm just looking through here. Kevin Fry is in here. Jack Clevenger. I want to say Carson Nicholson. Dean Reynolds also coming over. Same with Ryan Beagle. So a couple of drivers that are in from last week or from last hour. So we are just set. It's just about finished, and qualifying is brought to you by the Pitside Podcast. So first driver we will watch on track is Aiden Young in the number 69. See the qualifying times up on the bottom of your screen and how each driver is doing. Lap 1 time underway for Aiden Young in the number 69. And you'll see as well when they are in purple, they are looking very good. So Young will start the times off right. And Young posts a 15.833, 15833 for Aiden Young. Clevenger goes up to a 15.77. Stephen Goldner, 15.714. As Young completes lap number 2. Doesn't work. Stephen Goldner with a quick time. Jack Clevenger to the top, 15.696. Terry Landis up to second quick at a 15.705, 157.05. Blake Chapman to the top, 15.592, 15592 for Blake Chapman. Here's Landis off of turn 4. Can he go quicker? No, he can't. Blake Chapman off of turn 4. His lap 2 time is a 15.62, but he's still got the pole for right now. John Short third quickest. Lap 1 time, 15.634. Does he improve on lap number 2? No, he cannot. Let's watch Preston Cranmer, 5th quick at a 15.69. Lap 2 is a 10th off. Kyle Moon in 4th quick. Zach Chapman, 11th quick. Let's go to Barry Goldner, currently 23rd quick at a 15.935. Goldner off of turn number 4. Cannot improve at all. Just under a minute left in qualifying. Corey Kussler underway with his first lap. Kussler in the green for sector 1, so this looks to be a good start. He's in the green all around, so this is looking pretty good with our top 10 starting spot. Nope, he's 17th quick at a 15.789. You see Benjamin Kelch's lap as well on the bottom of your screen. He is on his first lap. Kussler in the yellow all around, so he'll stay 17th quick, was a 15.8 on lap 2. First lap is in for Benjamin Kelch. It is a 15.854. It's 22nd quick out of 28 drivers that have qualified. We have 29 drivers in the field, so we'll have 5 go home, but he can't get the second lap in time. And ladies and gentlemen, on the pole with a 15.59 with the quick time, it's the number 20 of Blake Chapman. So we get ready to go for heat race number 1, and it's brought to you by the Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints. Here's how we line things up for heat race number 1. Daniel Vaught, Ryan Beagle on the front row. Row 2, it's Preston Cranmer and Blake Chapman. Row 3, Corey Cussler, GJ Boydell. And row 4, Barry Goldner and Carson Nicholson. Again, for those that are new to the series, here's how we work things out. We invert the top 4 of the lineup before we go green, and after we take the checkers, the top 4 directly transfer to the feature. Everyone else will have to go to the B main, where a couple of drivers will be going home tonight. The feature is 30 laps long. Blake Chapman with the quick time in the number 20, the main guy you have to watch out for. Again, half of the field will transfer to the feature. Lights are off the pace truck. 1 lap to go until we go green. For the first heat race of the night for the Renegades, the sprint car capital of the world. The best 360 sprint car drivers on iRacing ready to go at it. Daniel Vaught, Ryan Beagle, that is your front row. Preston Cranmer starting in 3rd. We'll monitor the top 4 very closely. Pace truck is in. Here we go for the first heat race for the Renegades tonight. 8 laps. Let's go green. Vaught clipping the berm just a little bit, but he has the race lead. Inside is Preston Cranmer for 2nd on Ryan Beagle, and Outlaw takes P2. Here comes Blake Chapman wanting 3rd off of Ryan Beagle. Lap 1 though up on the boards, led by Daniel Vaught. So Beagle the last one out in 4th position, but Cranmer's got a car that is set up when it is tacked in the 2nd spot. Half a car length separate 1st and 3rd position between Cranmer. Cranmer tried to set something up on the exit of 2, couldn't really do anything about it. But staying behind Daniel Vaught, he's got the fastest lap at a 15.8. Look at the lap times here this time. Cranmer keeping it wide open on the throttle, improves to a 15.789. Trying to look to the inside, same with Blake Chapman. Halfway home in Heat 1. 4 down, 4 to go, and it's a 3-car battle for the race lead in Heat Race 1. This is for the pole. Chapman tries to look to the inside. Cranmer slams the door shut. Both of them clip the berm. Now Cranmer all over Daniel Vaught for the race lead. Vaught again up on that berm for just a split second. As they work their way in turns 3 and 4, Ryan Beagle in the background. The red number 84. With the white text. Last car in on the feature. 2 to go. The battle for pole is still up for grabs. Cranmer had a run for just a moment. Does he try it out yet? He tries to get that inside. The right front Hoosier off the ground. And they are side by side. White is out. 1 lap to go in Heat Race 1. They nearly made contact in turn 1. This is very tight off of 2. Oh, they touch. And there goes Vaught. There goes Chapman. Vaught is stuck in a horrific crash, and Cranmer takes the win. Chapman back to 5th, and he is out of it. Barry Goldner gets lucky, and same with Corey Cussler. All right, before we go green, we are going to look at the tape, and this is guaranteed. We have to make sure we saw what we were looking at. We're going to watch from the blimp, and we're going to take this slow motion here, as we've got the capabilities to do that. That is off of turn number 2. This was incredible racing, too, for the pole position. Ooh, Cranmer just comes up and just clips. Oh, that is a very tough break. And Chapman with nowhere to go. And look how hard this crash is. Both of them into the wall. Look at that wild ride for Blake. And even the 126 got into him. And a wilder ride for Blake. We've seen a lot of scary rides tonight here at Knoxville Raceway. Anyway, I believe we are a lap away from the green flag. You're about to not hear the engines for a moment. Heat number 2 brought to you by Icon Sim Sports. Here's how we line up. Trent Verstraeten, Stephen Goldner, row 1. Jack Clevenger, Kevin Fry, row 2. Jeff Barker, Benjamin Kelch in row number 3. And Dean Reynolds will start from 7th position tonight. So we know Preston Cranmer is on the pole position, but who will start next to him is the question. Stephen Goldner in that number 30, the main guy you'll have to watch closely, along with Kevin Fry. Fry had a fast car in the Rebels, and Stephen Goldner came oh so close to a championship last season in the summers. We go green. And a car already in the wall, and that is Kevin Fry. Not the start he wanted. Goldner and Verstraeten go side by side. Here comes Clevenger looking down to the inside. He has had a fast car all night long, but hasn't been able to show for it up front. Battle for 4th is on. Jeff Barker going by Benjamin Kelch. Oh, they clipped wheels. And they clipped wheels with Reynolds. And Reynolds is loose in turn 3. Just a chain reaction of things. So Jeff Barker holding on to 4th position. Clevenger runs in 3rd. Stephen Goldner is 2nd, and Trent Verstraeten is the leader. But Goldner is challenging all over the rear end. You ride on board with Goldner. Top 2 are Canadians. Here goes Goldner down to the inside. Wants the lead as we are halfway through. There's the slide job. Stephen Goldner goes to the race lead. He wants that championship after missing last week. And that, my friends, is a proven fact. 3 laps to go in heat race number 2. Goldner just ran the fastest lap of the race of 15.69. Jeff Barker right in 4th, about 1 second ahead of Benjamin Kelch. Just a change for 5th. Kevin Fry going by. And now it's another second back with 2 laps to go. Can Verstraeten find a way to catch up to Stephen Goldner? It is just 3/10 the difference between 1st and 2nd, and is the closest battle on the track with 1 to go. Nothing Verstraeten can really do about it. Stephen Goldner will start on the outside front row for tonight. Verstraeten 2nd, Clevenger 3rd, and Jeff Barker gets the final transfer spot in. So now we go to heat race number 3 of 4. That is brought to you by the Super Dirt Car Series. Let's line them up this way. Donovan Ross and Zach Chapman, row number 1. Terry Landis and John Short, that is row 2. Aiden Young and Brian Moore, row 3. And Nathan Aldrich starts from 7th position. As the field rolls off as we wait for the pace car. So Donovan Ross moving up to the A division, the Renegades this season. Here's how the roster looks officially. 30 Renegades, 34 Rebels, 41 Raiders, and 74 Rustlers completing for the championship in the Outlaw divisions this season. Lap away from going to the green flag. John Short, the fastest one on track when it came to the times. But Terry Landis would probably be the driver you'd want to watch out for closely. Winner will start third in tonight's feature. Again, there will be 4 heats tonight. We'll have 8 spots up for grab come B-main time. And I would expect to see a C-main as well. Pace truck is in. Ross and Chapman, the front row. It's in the starter's hands. We're green. Donovan Ross holds serve, comes down on Terry Landis, and there we go. More senior, John Short. Carnage just in front of the Sprint Car Hall of Fame. I am sorry, but Terry Landis, that was not a smart move, my friend. I don't know if he didn't even hear his spotter or what it was, but that's not going to go down so well. Either way, Donovan Ross has pulled up to a nice second lead on Zach Chapman. And now we go to the battle for fourth between Aiden Young and Terry Landis. Aldrich a part of this battle as well. In fact, Aldrich has the fastest lap of the race at a 15.9. Landis still trying to find a way to make the move. The track isn't really rubbered in just yet, especially in this heat. And Landis up on the berm and around he goes. That will end his chances at a starting spot, so he will go to the B main. Honestly, if I'm like John Short or Brian Moore Sr., Short, by the way, coming back onto the track, I would say don't even run in it. It's not even worth it. Battle for second, the best one between Zach Chapman and Nathan Aldrich. Aldrich the faster car right now compared to Zach Chapman, a 15.9 versus a 16.02. See what they're running for speeds up on the outside. All over 100 miles an hour as we're on the final lap of Heat 3. He's got to run up on the outside. This battle for second not over yet. But off turn 4, it is Donovan Ross taking the win in heat race number 2. And for second, Aldrich got it. Aldrich by 0.02 of a second on Zach Chapman. So that was a good battle as we go to heat race number 4. The heat race is brought to you by Gambler Motorsports. Gambler Motorsports, an esports racing team that competes weekly across the iRacing platform. The team has drivers entered in dirt races, sports cars, asphalt, oval, and even endurance races. Go to Gambler Motorsports on Facebook and follow them. So let's show you the starting lineup. Bob DeGood and Steven Fernberg in row number 1. Patrick Spangler and Kyle Moonen in row 2. John Hine, Gary Offut, row number 3. And Nicholas Schell starts from 7th position. Driver to watch closely in this heat would have to be Kyle Moonen. He had a fast race car last season and could be a contender to watch closely once again. So we get ready for the green flag for the final heat race of the night before last chance showdowns. Steven Fernberg, Bob DeGood, the front row. Pace truck is in. Looking. We're green. DeGood trying to hold the serve on Steven Fernberg, but look at the power on the outside that Steven Fernberg has. Put the pedal to the metal, Steven. He's got the race lead. DeGood running second, but Kyle Moonen wants it back on the outside. Not the start that Bob DeGood wanted. From first to third in a half mile. And he's already facing some trouble. Here comes Patrick Spangler up on the outside. Gary Offut in the mix-up too. They could go 3 wide at any point. 3 cars battling for third. 2 of them are in, 1 of them out. Very tight in turn number 3. So you take a look from the aerial cam of all 7 cars running on the track. The battle is on for 5th between Hine and Offut. And you can even add DeGood in the mix-up. Oh boy, look out there. That was Patrick Spangler that got up into the slicks of, oh man! And Gary Offut's night just came to the B main. That was a tattoo shot right there. So DeGood remains in 4th position, but a half-second difference between him and John Hine. And Hine's always fast when it comes to the Coast2Coast Racing League Renegades division. And Hine, by the way, just ran the fastest lap of the race at a 16 flat. DeGood just ran a 16.13, so we are watching this battle for 4th spot very closely. Let's go to 2nd. And what could even be for the lead. Kyle Moonen is challenging Steven Fernberg to a Brawlers duel. White flag, final lap of the heat. Moonen trying the outside. Can it work off of Steven Fernberg? Let's see what happens as they battle for 4th. John Hine's got it over Fernberg. Here we go inside. Moonen can't make the pass stick. It's Fernberg taking the win, and for 2nd, give it to Moonen. Spangler 2nd, and Bob DeGood on the last lap pass, taking 4th spot away. We're going to watch this real quick and watch the battle for 4th if we can. Hine was on the outside. And then DeGood just played defense and Hine went around. That may be a dirty move possibly, I don't know. But that's not how you want to race. So, we've got the C main coming up. We have got 4 drivers that will transfer to the B main. So this is how we will line things up. Benjamin Couch, John Short, row 1. John Hine, G.J. Boydell, row 2. Dean Reynolds, Brian Moore Sr., row 3. Gary Offart, Carson Nicholson in row number 4. We'll cut the field in half. 4 drivers will make it in, and 4 drivers will go home wishing they had make it in. And Benjamin Couch will not make it to the grid. Couch will not be racing. And this is a developing story, and this will put John Hine on the pole. So I don't know what to say about that, but Benjamin Couch will miss the start. So we've got 6 drivers, and the leaders just got together. Problems with John Short. I don't know what happened. Did his steering just lock up? Oh my goodness, what a start to the B main. And I'm not even sure if they'll resume their places in line. And they will. Now, I'm just saying. Couch, by the way, is back in the pits. And we'll wait 4 seconds. Now, I'm not sure if that was gamesmanship, but I don't think that was. It looked like Short steering just locked up. 4 drivers make it in, the rest go home in the C main. And we're green. John Hine holds the serve, but John Short tries to cross over. It's the John and John show on the front row. Short takes a peek down to the inside, pulls up alongside, wants the race lead. And it's Hine that leads lap number 1. Short keeps it back, all the right fronts off the ground at Knoxville. Boydell is 3rd, and Dean Reynolds with the final transfer spot in 4th position. More Senior and Offit are out, and they are battling for 5th. They are just hoping a couple of drivers come out empty-handed and wreck. So Reynolds is 4th. He may take it easy on GJ. He's right on board from the ESS camera with Dean. He lost a little bit. He got very tight in 3 and 4. And this opens up the door for more Senior. Let's see what happens with 4 through 6. John Hine, by the way, leading, just ran the fastest lap of the heat at a 16.11. Now he's even faster at a 16.07. This is a 4-car battle, and it's for 3rd position on the track. There you see it, from 3 to 6. Reynolds is still trying to get up there with Boydell, and let's go, and you see as well the battle for the race lead. Let's see if we can show you everything on your screen. I don't think we'll be able to. There are the leaders, Hine and Short, and back behind them you've got Boydell and Reynolds. Reynolds took a look to the inside. A little bit of a risky move there by Dino. Could have been costly. And now more Senior losing a little bit of time, and Gary Offit to the inside for 5th position. And Offit really loose on the exit of turn 2. He can't be doing that. More Senior again closes in on Reynolds. And Reynolds and Boydell go to work for 3rd. Reynolds tries the inside. The door is shut by Boydell. Here we go. Reynolds all getting a fight from Moore Senior for the final transfer spot. Moore down to the inside. There's contact. Oh my goodness. And car in pit road. John Hine. Hine is out of it. And somehow Gary Offit and all of that takes 4th spot. What on earth did we just witness? Reynolds pulls the Hail Mary. Doesn't work. What just happened? Well, here's what we can tell you just happened. Short inside of Hine, and this is at the white flag. Coming to the white flag, I believe. We're gonna miss it. We're gonna rewind this and play it back for you, though. That's with 2 laps to go. Oh man, Hine ran out of fuel, I think. And then, what about Gary Offit in the 94? So the move by, he just simply makes the pass on Reynolds for 4th. Something we don't even see. And that takes Dean Reynolds out of it. So now I think we can all calm down just a little bit and tell you that the B main, again, brought to you by SBGC 3D Printing. One driver will go home in the B main. 8 drivers will advance. Here's the lineup for the B main. It's Daniel Vaught, Kevin Fry in row 1. Terry Landis, Nicholas Schell in row number 3. Blake Chapman, John Short, row 4. G.J. Boydell, Brian Moore Sr., row 4. And Gary Offutt in 5th inside of row number 5. A lap away from green in the last chance showdown. So we get ready to go back to the green flag for the B main. We're green. Vaught holds the serve. Let's go back and watch the battle for 8th spot between Gary Offutt and G.J. Boydell. And Boydell just lost it, just clipped the inside of the berm. And again, we are going to watch that closely. Meanwhile, for the lead, Kevin Fry inside of Daniel Vaught. Terry Landis in the mix-up as well. And Fry puts a slide job. He gets the lead as the track starts to come in for all the drivers. Landis clipped wheels with Vaught. That got very close to being disastrous. And we're nearly 3 wide. Landis trying again. John Short up in the battle as well. Kevin Fry running the fastest lap, 16.23. What a battle this is off of turn 2, and this is just for 3rd position. All drivers are in. Gap between Offutt and Boydell is just over a second. So Landis is 4th. And still trying 3rd on Blake Chapman. Could this be a preview of the racing we see tonight? John Short, Nicholas Schell. And now Short trying on Landis up on the top shelf for 4th position. Chapman trying to battle Vaught for 2nd spot, and John Short makes the pass stick on, I believe that is his teammate. They've got similar number fonts. Go to 2nd spot here, where Blake Chapman is all over Daniel Vaught. He's in the virtual rearview mirror, and now the challenge inside. Can Chapman get the pass to work? 3 to go in the B main. They are still wheel to wheel off of turn number 2, and now John Short into the battle for 2nd spot. Chapman sends it on, and he takes away 2nd position. Now this is where you can't make mistakes, because if you make a mistake, G.J. Boydell could make a pass on you, and you could finish in last position. So Short is 3rd, Vaught is back to 4th spot. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. As again, this is all figuring out starting positions, no points on the line, as Short clears Daniel Vaught with the fastest one out here. Is Kevin Fry off turn 4, takes the B main victory. 2nd is Blake Chapman, 3rd John Short, 4th Daniel Vaught. And the last one out is G.J. Boydell. He will not go into the A main. We'll take a break. When we come back, it is feature time. Stay with us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Cool Ray, the Coast to Coast Racing League, and all of the fine drivers and other sponsors, we thank you so much for starting the season and spending your Monday night with us. The warm-ups are officially finished, and now, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to meet the field of 24 as we get ready to go racing. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the starting lineup. Do we have it? I don't think we have it yet. Here we go. Here is the starting lineup for the 30-lap feature. Preston Cranmer, the Outlaw, and Stephen Goldner, runner-up in points last year. On the front row, Donovan Ross and Stephen Fernberg in row number 2. Row 3, Ryan Beagle and Trent Verstraeten. Row 4, Nathan Aldrich and Kyle Moonen. Row 5, Corey Kussler, Jack Clevenger. Row 6, Zach Chapman and Patrick Spangler. Row 7 is Barry Goldner and Jeff Barker. Row 8, Aiden Young, Bob DeGood. Row 9, Kevin Fry and Blake Chapman. Row 10, John Short, Daniel Vaught. Row 11, Terry Landis and Brian Moore Sr. And row number 12, Nicholas Schell and Gary Offutt. As we get ready to go racing, let's fire up the engines, and the fireworks are about to go off. Man, I hope you're hyped after all of the pyrotechnics, but that is how you begin the season. Preston Cranmer, Stephen Goldner, Stephen Fernberg, Donovan Ross, Trent Verstraeten, Ryan Beagle, Kyle Moonen, Nathan Aldrich, Jack Clevenger, Corey Kussler, and the field. Here we go to begin the season. As we say, race fans, it's time to strap in and hold on tight, because these men are about to turn her loose and drop the sledgehammer. Cranmer and Goldner bring the field to green. It is show time from Knoxville. Oh, Cranmer bobbles there in the entry of 1 and 2. Donovan Ross has to check up after all of that. They are 3 wide down the back chute into turn 3. Donovan Ross holds on to second, but off of turn number 4. Lap 1 is in the books, and it goes to Stephen Goldner. Cranmer trying to fight back after the bobble in 1 and 2. Stays back in 3rd position. Now loses it in a battle with Stephen Fernberg. Donovan Ross up to 2nd position. Cranmer tries the slide job up on the outside as Goldner plays defense out in the race lead. That is too close for comfort as Cranmer holds on to 3rd position. Great racing all around. You now have Stephen Fernberg trying on Trent Verstraeten in the good battle for 4th position. All the drivers are on the top side for right now, but if you want to take a spot, you have to take a risk and go on the low line, just like what Ryan Beagle is doing. They are nearly 4 wide off of turn 2, 2 by 2 into turn 3. Kyle Moonen trying to make some moves. Nice slider up on Trent Verstraeten to take away the 5th position. Now Verstraeten goes back down to the bottom. The 78 of Jack Clevenger trying to thread the needle. They're 3 wide. They're 4 wide. They touch. There they go. Big wreck. Big top spin for the 78 of Clevenger way under yellow. Clevenger up on his side, and the same with Jeff Barker in the 513. So first yellow of the season for the Renegades is out. Wild, wild wreck. This is what it looked like close up. There was just no room. And there was just a lot of net code in that situation. Morris Sr. got a piece of it. Let's give you an aerial shot in slow motion. Show you what they were doing there in the corner. They were 3 wide. Clevenger just tried to force it 4 wide a little bit, and there was just no room at all. Moonen comes down. Clevenger, thanks to Clevenger, Moonen makes a nice save, and there's a lot of net code with Kyle Parker. And the car just spins around. There's nearly an accident right in front of them. And somehow they saved in that part. I don't see anyone really crashing there. So it's just really a 2-car wreck with Clevenger and Barker. That will end the day. Let us know who you're rooting for in chat. This is a great race so far to kick off the Renegade season. Riding on board with your race leader, Steven Goldner. 3 race wins in a row last season with the Renegades, and it was a great year for him. Here we go to get back to green. Steven Goldner, Donovan Ross, Preston Cranmer, Steven Fernberg, Trent Verstraeten. Your top 5, we go back to green. Cranmer caught sleeping. Everyone using the outside. First move on back. The risks taken by Beagle and Kyle Moonen, stuck in another heated battle, this time with Patrick Spangler. That yellow, by the way, saved Moonen. He was looking at falling outside of the top 10 with the wreck, but now stays in the 6th position. Everyone playing it safe up on the outside. A couple of drivers entering back on the racetrack. And look at the mess behind them. A smorgasbord in turns 3 and 4. Preston Cranmer in 3rd, and he won 2nd from Donovan Ross. Takes a look up on the outside. That right now is the preferred line with the way the track is rubbered in. But somehow, some way with the setup, Ross is able to shut the door and keep 2nd spot. Now Cranmer cuts it back. Down low he goes, wanting P2. Can he get to stick? Tries to slide him up. Doesn't work at all. Ross still hangs on to it. Cranmer on the outside as Ross got a little bit squirrely. The pass works for Preston Cranmer. The Aylen Outlaw up to 2nd spot. Steven Goldner, though, continues to lead a 1-second lead on Preston Cranmer. No Brandon Schultz in tonight, so for Steven Goldner, that definitely helps him out a lot. Let's go over here to 4th position. Kyle Moonen and Steven Fernberg. Moonen, a big slide job on Fernberg, takes the spot away. Fernberg with a crossover, and also in the battle was Trent Verstraeten. 11 down, 29 to go. The 11 down, 19 to go. Slide job doesn't work. This time it does for Fernberg. Clears Moonen for 4th spot. Now Moonen fights back underneath. It is raining slide jobs here in the sprint car capital of the world, but that's the type of rain that we like to see. Trent Verstraeten in the battle. Same with Patrick Spangler. As Fernberg tried to slide up, doesn't work. 3 wide off of turn 4. Spangler takes 5th away, and he wants 4th. On board with Fernberg. Man, that is some great action from his onboard camera, and we got the yellow out. And John Short has crashed. That is in turn 1. Gather up the replay here for you in just a moment. And see what happened to that 51. Going to turn number 3. The wheels touched with the 126. Nice save that came from Corey Kussler. But around goes John Short. Doesn't look like too much damage to the 51. So he should be good to continue. And he's still going to come into the pits anyway. I think it's just for the quickie. So as the field will reset, lights are still on. So we should have 16 to go. One lap to green, lights are off. Let's reset the field. Stephen Goldner, the leader. Preston Cranmer, second. Donovan Ross is third. Kyle Moon in fourth. Patrick Spangler, fifth. Stephen Fernberg is in sixth. Trent Verstraete in seventh. Corey Cussler, eighth. Ryan Beagle, ninth. And Blake Chapman, biggest mover of the race, from 18th to 10th. And that is your top 10. Stephen Goldner, the right to fire first after our second yellow of the race. And there he goes. Immediately he drops down to the bottom. And now goes back up to try to break the draft. Trying to find any special moves, but everyone's just keeping it up on the high side for right now at Knoxville. Ross just clipped the guardrail. Loses about a tenth of a second to Preston Cranmer, but this battle is on for second. Ross wants it back. And we're back to caution. And a couple of drivers involved. Brian Moore Sr. is one of them, but the other driver involved is Zach Chapman. Let's watch the replay to see what happened as we just hit halfway. Starts with the 72. Oh, contact with Bobby Good. It sends him sideways. Nice shot by the remote camera. Watch another angle. Watch Chapman's onboard here. See if it will work. Nearly took out the front wing of it. From Brian Moore Sr. Nowhere to go. Could have even sent it in on the bottom side just to miss it. But didn't really have a lot of steering. Not a lot of time either. So now we reset. As the lights are off the pace truck and we are going green this time with 14 to go. Goldner leads, Cranmer second, Ross third, Moon in fourth, Spangler fifth, Fernberg sixth, Verstraete in seventh, Cussler eighth, Chapman ninth, and Beagle 10th. Pace truck is in, and here we go, back to green. And a good restart from Stephen Goldner. Ross is trying the outside, and look at Spangler trying to make a move on Kyle Moonen for fourth position. Doesn't seem to work out just yet. The high groove is the place to be right now with how much this truck has slipped in. But Ross continues to battle with Preston Cranmer. It is a date for P2. Ross tries to slide up on the 07, doesn't even work at all just yet. Cranmer trying to play defense, but Stephen Goldner is loving this battle behind him. He doesn't know what he's missing. Hang on, Ross! Donovan Ross! Wicked loose off of turn 4 and makes a terrific save. But now he's got a bigger fight on his hands with two warriors, Kyle Moonen and Patrick Spangler. Moonen takes a peek upstairs for third spot. And he's got the run. Moon is up 5 spots from 8th to 3rd. And now Ross keeping 4th position. Patrick Spangler tried to look way down to the inside. Doesn't work at all. 10 laps to go in the Renegade season opener from Knoxville. Great track to kick the season off right. Closest battle behind them is for 7th spot with Blake Chapman, who is the biggest mover of the race from the B main in 18th all the way up to 7th. 3 wide behind them. Oh, Corey Kussler just came out in front of Verstraeten, cutting his nose off. 78 as well. Clevenger, who was a lap down in the party too. Aiden Young, Brian Beagle, Terry Landis, that's for 12th position. We're back to caution. And it is for Nicholas Schell in the 512, who is in pit road. See what happened. It makes contact with Moore Senior, comes down, net cone. Nice wheelie by Moore Senior. We're back up on 2 wheels, but sends Schell flipping. Leaders whip on by. So we will have a restart with 6 laps to go. Now the question becomes, what do you do if you are Preston Cranmer? Stephen Goldner obviously has been faster. Goldner has led all the laps so far after Cranmer got loose in turn 1 on the start. But he has, though, been able to fight back. Lights are still on the pace truck, so we will go another lap. Goldner just getting the tires all warmed up for right now. Give you the schedule, by the way, next week for Monday Night Madness. We are at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 7 o'clock start right here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Rest of the week that's being broadcasted. The Hometown Heroes at Eldora. We've got fixed 305s, fixed 360s, and then the Hawkeye all together. Beginning at 7 o'clock. OSRN broadcasting on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Then Thursday night, Max Speed TV. Broadcast Thursday Night Thunder from Volusia with the fixed 358s and big block modifieds, then the pro late models. That also begins at 7 on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. So ready to go back to green. Stephen Goldner, Preston Cranmer, Kyle Moonen, Donovan Ross, Patrick Spangler. That is the top 5. Pace truck is in. Goldner, it's in the right of you as we rack 'em, stack 'em, baby. Here we go. 6 to go. Goldner immediately sends them all down to the bottom. Cranmer trying to lower line, but Kyle Moonen wants to fight him for 2nd spot. All the way up near the wall where you can flip a car big time. Gap is a half second between Stephen Goldner and Preston Cranmer. Can the Ayla Outlaw close on in? Goldner, though, running the lower line in defense. Is he taking the bait from Preston Cranmer and Kyle Moonen? The battle is there. They've cut it down to 0.3 of a second. I don't know why Stephen is using the slow line a lot. 4 laps to go. And Cranmer is just closing in on the exit big time. Down to 1/4 of a second. Goldner doesn't know what he's missing. Here comes Preston Cranmer. 3 laps to go. Will he pull the upset off on Stephen Goldner, or could Kyle Moonen do that as well? This battle is not over yet, folks. Cranmer bobbles a little bit on the exit. Now Cranmer tries the inside to try and set up 1 and 2 on the top shelf. Both of them go to the bottom of the track. 2 laps to go, and Moonen looks top shelf for 2nd. I don't know what Cranmer was thinking, but that could cost him the race, possibly, because he was closing in on Stephen Goldner big time, and now Moonen takes 2nd at the white flag. So that's the battle for 2nd spot, and Moonen takes 2nd spot away. but Stephen Goldner saying, if you want to win the championship this season, all right, we are back. I apologize for the technical difficulties. I think we got it finished up in time. And that we did. But Stephen Goldner takes the win over Kyle Moonen, Donovan Ross. And that was a big win for Stephen Goldner. Something happened, though, with Preston Cranmer finishing in 16th. I'm going to go back as the fireworks go up. We're going to go back and see what happened with Cranmer on that last lap. This is in turn 1 and 2. Doesn't have issues there at all. I don't know if it's going to cut out on us before he takes the checker. Oh, he ran out of fuel. He ran out of fuel into Spangler and Fernberg. That's what causes the huge wreck. And then we disconnect and come back to see a 14th place finish, or a 16th place finish, rather. But your top 3 are set. The fireworks have stopped here in Knoxville, even though they should keep on going. Let's talk with your top 3. Got one waiting right now, but we can get him in anyway right now, and that is Donovan Ross. Donovan, 3rd place finish for you, but you and Preston Cranmer had a hard-fought battle in that first half of the race.
Yeah, you know, Preston's always going to race you hard, so I think we might have got together a little bit off of 4, maybe. I don't know if I came up a little bit or we kind of just got together in the middle, but yeah, Preston's going to race you hard all the time.
I didn't see any contact, so I think you just got loose, but it was still great racing. But who do you want to give shout-outs to?
I'll just give a shout-out to the league and Jack and Brian Sr. and Gary and Scotty if he's listening. We miss him. But just happy to be in here. It's been a hell of a dry spell. Third's, not too exciting, but it's better than where I've been running.
Absolutely, and you definitely deserve a top 3 finish, man. Great job tonight.
All right, thanks for having us. Good job.
So Donovan Ross with a 3rd place finish, and let's go over to 2nd place finisher Kyle Moonen, 2nd place finisher. Kyle, you and Preston were closing in big time on Stephen Goldner. Were you surprised that he went to the bottom with 2 laps to go?
Yeah, I was. I kind of get it though. He was trying something, at that point. I guess he just maybe wanted to get below him since Steven, went high and he thought that was his best chance. But when he did that, I was kind of happy because I was just staying put and hoping I would slip around the outside of him and get a chance at Goldner. But he was pretty fast tonight.
It definitely was. How about the racing overall? That was fun. You almost had a close call with Clevenger there, but luckily you made a nice save. But the racing overall was fun for you tonight.
Yeah, it was. It was. I didn't really think it slicked off near as much as it should have. With this new update, it was pretty much hammered down. The whole race, and kind of a firm believer, and towards the end it should slick off where you got to actually drive the car a little bit, instead of just keeping it to the floor, which it was still fun. It kind of kept everyone packed up, and overall, yeah, it was a good night. So.
Who do you want to give shout outs tonight?
Just everyone at Bandy Built, Ross Kren at Velocity Race Designs, and Alex Bergeron at ABR Setups, and that's pretty much it.
Well, awesome run tonight, Kyle. We'll see you next week, man.
All right, sounds good. Thanks. Bye.
So Kyle Moonen getting the win, and now we go to Cool Ray Victory Lane. Cool Ray Heating and Air Conditioning. They're proud of their reputation of providing excellent service to homeowners and businesses in Georgia. Their mission to continue to build long-lasting relationships with their customers through their winning spirit and commitment to 100% satisfaction guarantee. guaranteed. Cool Ray Heating and Air Conditioning, the title sponsor of the Coast to Coast Racing League. Stephen Goldner gained the win. First off, I'm in a text chat with Dean Reynolds right now. Were you running on empty at the finish?
What's that? Yeah, I ran out just before right before the finish line.
Wow. So
I gambled on fuel there, planning on running the bottom most of the race, and I just kind of got lucky. I had to save a little bit right at the end, but we snuck away with it.
And he's telling me that Moonen pushed you in to the victory lane.
Yeah. He I was damn near stopped at the exit of 2, and he pushed me all the way around for the photo.
Well, that's awesome. But you had a fast car overall. You were pretty much untouchable. How good was it?
It was a really good car, really good early on the bottom. Kind of struggled. I went kind of more aggressive to run the bottom the whole race, and then kind of moved away about the halfway point. I was kind of considering I'm kind of late for work. I got to work here in 10 minutes, so I was considering pulling off anyways, but I just kind of stuck with it and hoped there wasn't too many more cautions.
Well, we better let you go because you got work here in just a few moments. But who you want to give shout-outs to first?
I got to thank all the Vanderbilt guys and, all the people, sponsors and stuff on our team, and the admins and everyone that helps out with Coast to Coast Racing Leagues.
Well, Steven, congratulations on the win. You are definitely making a big statement for the Fall Championship early.
Thanks a lot.
So Stephen Goldner takes home the win, and he's got to get out and go to work as we give you the official results. Goldner wins it. Kyle Moon in second. Donovan Ross third. Blake Chapman fourth. Patrick Spangler fifth. Corey Cussler sixth. Trent Verstraete in seventh. Kevin Fry eighth. Ryan Beagle ninth. And John Short 10th. Show you the rest of the results. And Preston Cranmer with the heartbreak of the race. Started on pole. Top 3 car all race long. And then just ran out at the end. You just hate to see it. You really just hate to see it. Again, next week for the Coast to Coast Racing League is the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And we will be starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So that will do it for our coverage tonight. Shout out to all of our fine sponsors of the Coast to Coast Racing League. Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints, Malcolm's Mills, Mill Writing, Coast to Coast Racing Network, A&J Custom Creations, which the hard charger of this race went to John Short, up 15 positions from 19th to 4th. Icon Sim Sports, the Super Dirt Car Series, Mr. Plummer, iRacing League Manager, Pitside Podcast, Can-Am Racing Team, Gambler Motorsports, and Malcolm's Mills Mill Writing, already mentioned them. Dylan Westbrook Racing, and our title sponsor, Cool Ray Heating and Air Conditioning. On behalf of everyone at the Coast to Coast Racing League, our admins in charge, Roger Craig and Preston Cranmer, I'm Marty Sakala, signing off for tonight. Our winners for tonight, Jesse Atkinson and the Raiders, Lance Ripka and the Rebels, and Stephen Goldner in the Renegades tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. So long, everyone.